Hello and welcome to Basketball World News. In this episode, we're going to be covering topics from the middle of November through early December of 2020. We're going to be covering topics from Canada, Australia, the NBA, NBA G League, college basketball, and news around Europe of league closures, league restarts, and what's going on in general throughout the continent of Europe. Stay tuned for more. The NBL Canada decides to delay the start of its 10th season to March 12th of 2021. This is a tentative date, and this was set after the board of directors unanimously voted to postpone its original return from December through spring of 2021 due to ongoing safety concerns of COVID-19. In Australian news, as of right now, Australian borders remain closed to foreigners until late 2021. The government is in talks with several nations about quarantine-free travel, but warns that Europe and the United States will not be on the list. The first agreement would be with New Zealand. Other nations that will follow suit will be Japan, Singapore, South Korea, and the Pacific Islands nations. Discussions will be in place on December 8th to open state borders for travel within Australia between neighboring states. Elite state leagues such as the NBL 1 will have imports, and sources say they will also have a later start date. Okay? Smaller leagues may not play with imports this year. Everything is still up for discussion. High leagues like the NBL, Australia's top league, is playing with imports. They're starting in January. The Basketball Australia Center of Excellence alumni and NBL big man Will Magnay signed his first NBA contract with the New Orleans Pelicans. Sydney Kings big man Andrew Bogut has officially retired. Sydney Kings head coach Will Weaver signs deal with Houston Rockets to become their lead assistant coach. South Portland, Maine native Brett Brown steps down as men's Australian national team coach for the Tokyo Olympics. The six-time NBL championship coach Brian Goorjian will take the reins of the Boomers as they commence their 9-month preparation for the Tokyo Olympics, scheduled for July 23rd through August 8th of 2021. NBA player John Wall joins ownership group of the Southeast Phoenix, a fairly new team in the NBL. He joins 4 other NBA players that are all part of the ownership group of the Phoenix. Dante Exum is the only currently active player. The rest of the group is made up of retired players such as Zach Randolph, Al Harrington, and Josh Children, amongst other investors. In NBA news, NBA training camps began December 1st around the league. Teams have announced that they will begin the season without fans in their arenas. Preseason will start on December 11th and 12th. Regular season games are set to start on December 21st and December 22nd. The NBA has created a 158-page COVID guideline doctrine for players, teams, owners, coaches, and fans. 48 players have tested positive for COVID out of 546 tested between November 24th and November 30th. Celtics point guard Kemba Walker is out until early January after undergoing stem cell injections in his left knee. Two-time NBA All-Star Luol Deng is set to coach the South Sudanese team at the FIBA Afrobasket 2021 qualifiers. The Indiana Pacers and the NBA League officials have agreed to postpone the All-Star game in Indianapolis from its original planned date in 2021 to 2024. The Denver Nuggets have signed Argentinian point guard Facundo Campazzo of the Spanish powerhouse Real Madrid. In NBA G League news, league officials are still debating whether they will play in the 2020-2021 season. The league could instead opt out to expand NBA rosters if the G League season were to be canceled. The league is also considering holding a season with a regionalized schedule similar to what the MLB did this year in order to reduce travel. Typically, NBA G League teams play around 30 to 35 games during the regular season and travel via commercial flights and bus rides due to financial restrictions. This will try to help alleviate COVID-19 issues. Division II Conference Carolinas teams knock off D1s. Emmanuel College, a perennial powerhouse in Division II, beat Stetson University 64-61. Southern Wesleyan knocked off the University of South Carolina Upstate by 10 points, 82-72. The Division I Ivy League cancels basketball season for the 2020-2021 season as part of a ban on winter sports due to COVID-19. Small school sports such as Division III will have an abbreviated schedule with local and regionalized competition for 2021. Many Division I teams are pausing, canceling, and rescheduling games due to COVID-19. The race for a national championship this year will not only be decided on the court and in the classroom, but who keeps their program the healthiest moving forward throughout the season. In European news, many countries are trying to restart their programs, as well as some are closing down. It just depends on each individual country. Click the link down below to find an updated list of all European countries and information that will be regularly updated and tracked throughout this season of restarts, closures, and what's happening around Europe. Notable activity to mention: in the Czech Republic, practice will resume next week with games being played after the Christmas break for teams in the second highest division on down through youth basketball. The NBL has been playing for about a month with temperature checks and policing left up to the individual team and their officials. In Germany, the top 3 leagues are playing. The BBL, Pro A, and Pro B are currently active, while everything below from First Regionalliga on down through youth is currently inactive with no set start date. Hopefully they'll be able to restart after the new year. In Iceland, all pro and semi-pro leagues will reopen practice in about a week and play games after the Christmas break. In Ireland, Basketball Ireland National Men's Competitions Committee has decided to cancel the 2020-2021 season, while teams and officials from around these leagues are petitioning and trying to raise money to not only keep themselves afloat, but trying to come up with a plan that the government will approve so that they can restart and function as usual. In Slovakia, the SBL, Slovakia's top league, has restarted this week on December 1st after being one of the first European countries to shut down their league due to COVID-19 restrictions. A comprehensive list of all European countries will be available at cpbnetwork.com. The link will be provided down low in the description when available. This has been news from around the world. Please subscribe so that you will stay updated on all future episodes of Basketball World News. Thank you for watching and take care.